Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then welcome. My name's Katie, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. So in today's video, it's something a little bit different. So lately I have been really struggling with meal plans, and I've come up now with this sort of way, step-by-step instructions on how to meal plan easily, quickly, more affordably. So I've come up with a way of how to, a step-by-step instruction of how to meal plan quickly, easily and on a budget for a family. Also, the kids can help. I've got a little section for them to do if you want to try that, get them involved with the planning. But at the end of the day, I think as a parent, you want to feed your children, and children, your husbands and partners, healthy food, nice balanced healthy meals, enough of it so they're nice and full, and also things that they like so they are happy. Obviously we've got the summer holidays now, and for the next 5 weeks hopefully this sort of method will help you along the way. So I'm going to get into the video, or else I'm going to be talking for hours. Got a little list. So the first thing you want to do, number one, is you can either do it yourself or get everyone's heads together, write a list of every single family meal that you and your family will eat, things you know they enjoy. So you can do it on a piece of paper, computer, on your phone, however you want to do it. Just brainstorm every single dish there. That is your baseline. That is where you're going to work your way up from for the next couple of months, however long you want to work at it, until you think, right, I've got more meals I want to try. So this is where you get your children involved, right? So what I've done here, I don't have children old enough to do this, so I've just done it for me and my husband. So I've got these different coloured cards here. I've just cut them up into little strips. So I've got yellow for chicken dishes, I've got green for sort of miscellaneous dishes. They were going to be just vegetarian, but then I had sort of sausages and bacon, and they're the sort of only pork things that we have, so I put those sort of on there as well. And I've got red for beef mince because we use a lot of that. So I've got things like omelette, chips and beans, that's one of our faves. Garlic chicken, I've got fajitas, fish and chips, burgers, meatballs, things like that. What you want to do is get your children, anyone in your house, just to fill these out a little bit. Maybe do it over a couple of days so they've got thinking time to sort of remember what their favourite meals are. I know it's quite difficult to be sat down and say, what do you want to eat? But yeah, get them all to write down their favourite meals. You want to fold them all up like that and throw them into a pot or a cup or anything. Empty coffee jars work really well for this because it's got a lid as well. So you want to do that with all of them. I've also got these blue ones here as well. Now these are for recipes that we haven't tried yet. So I have got this cookbook, which is Jamie's 5 ingredient meals. 5 ingredient, just called Jamie's 5 ingredients. I've had this for a good year, maybe 2 years. I haven't used it. I've had a look through, and every time I look through I'm like, oh, that looks nice, I might make that. I never do. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've just picked out some recipes that I thought looked quite tasty. So what have we got there? Chicken pot pie, and then there's, look, baked garlicky mushrooms. What I've done is the first sort of 7, I'm not going to do all of them from here. I did the first 7, and I've actually written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there. And with the corresponding pieces of paper, I've written in the corner what book it's from. I've written the title of the dish, and I've also put the number that corresponds to the same page number. So these are all sort of new dishes that we are going to try now throughout the next couple of months. They all get folded up as well and popped in. So you can do this with any cookbook. You can do a couple of cookbooks at a time. Just make sure that you write what book it's from, or you can try recipes online from magazines, anything, as long as you sort of reference where you got the recipe from. Otherwise you're going to look at it and think, I don't know what I need to put in it or anything like that. Right, so number three we're going to choose from the pot. So what I suggest doing is choosing 1 from each category. So say we've got one of the blue ones. So this one is the flaky pastry pesto chicken. I'm going to pick 1 from the yellow, which is also a chicken dish. if I can find one. I haven't folded all these up yet. One from the yellow, so this one is the Diet Coke chicken. I'm going to choose one from the red, the minced beef. I've got spaghetti, pasta, bolognese, so we all know that I have spaghetti, Dan has pasta, so that's why it's spaghetti, pasta, bolognese. And one from the green. And this one from the green, which is spinach and ricotta lasagna. So already we have got 4 meals out of the 7. What we're going to do now is find out what we've got for the remaining 3 days. So as we can see, we've already got 2 chicken ones, one from a new cookbook and one from this one. So we don't need any more chicken. I think 2 chicken meals in the week is enough. But what I want to do is sort of think about what I'm using. Alright, so say with the bolognese, I tend to bulk the mince out and then I can get 2 dishes from 500 grams of mince. So pasta bolognese, so for example if I make the bolognese I can also make lasagna. If I make the bolognese I can make a chili. Chili this week is probably going to be a good call because we've got the Diet Coke chicken and I know that that uses peppers, onions, bits and bobs like that, which can also be incorporated into the chili. So we have got those 2 chicken meals. We've got these 2 mince meals now, a chili and bolognese. What else could we have? So the spinach and ricotta lasagna, really that's all in that. We're using the onions that will be used in that in the other dishes. That is fine. So I need to think of 2 more meals to have. What I'm going to do is have a look at the new recipe to see what that entails. It's number 6 in my book. So this is puff pastry chicken pesto. Obviously it's not going to use a whole jar of pesto on this pasta. Not going to use a whole jar of pesto on this chicken. So what I think I might do is a pesto pasta, and I'll also use the remainder of the cherry tomatoes with that. And so yeah, a nice pesto pasta for one evening. And the final one, what are we going to have for that one? See, now this is the thing, I can't off the top of my head, this is how bad I am usually at making meal plans. I'm just going to choose another one from the pot because currently I don't have anything sort of left over from the ones that I've got here. So I'm going to pick out a green one, as I don't really want any more chicken. I don't want any more mince because we've got 2 days of each of that. Ah, there we go. That's a nice sort of middle meal, nice and easy. Omelette, chips and beans. Obviously you can make the omelette however you want, like we always mix it up with omelette. The other night we had a mushroom and bacon one. I'm probably going to have some leftover mushrooms actually from the Pepsi Max dinner there. I'm going to have some veg left over, so I'll probably just do a cheese omelette with some leftover veggies sort of between chips and yeah, can of baked beans. So that is my 7 meals. Obviously before choosing you want to look through your diary, see if you are in every night, if you have to make dinner every night. If you don't, if you're going out for dinner, like amazing, you don't have to cook, just choose 6. But I always say buy for 7. If you don't use one you can always sort of use it the next day, which is fine. But like I said, trying to sort of incorporate meals with other meals. For example, if you had fajitas, you'd have peppers, and you can then make, say, a Mediterranean puff pastry pizza. That's a Jamie Oliver one. If you've looked on YouTube, have a look on YouTube. It's really good. It's really good. Or you can make chili, or you might have leftover wraps. If you've made fajitas, you can make some chicken salad wraps. Anything really. You can just sort of work your way around like that. Step number 5, write it all down so you have it all in one place. Do it on a piece of paper with a pen. Doesn't have to be neat. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What size you're going to have. It's going to make your shopping list much easier. I mean, you can buy special pads from like Home Bargains everywhere of your meal plan. You can get a whiteboard. You can do it on a computer. Do it on your phone. Like I said at the beginning, however you want. This is your family. This is the way you're going to do it. Whatever makes it easier for you. Also, don't forget that you're allowed to buy jars of things. You don't have to make everything from scratch. So buy a couple of jars of pasta bake, have them in the cupboard for the evening, so you think, actually, you know what, kids have done my head in today, they're having some pasta bake, have a bit of garlic bread, just, it's fine. Pasta bake, Hunter's chicken, whatever, something you could just throw in the oven from the freezer. Remember, you can do that. I know, I don't know what I'd do without my sort of pound jars of pasta bake and stuff. And then finally, you just need to write your shopping list. So first, go through what meat you need, how much of it do you need, then sort of just go through each recipe, write down what you need. If you need enough, I don't know, chopped tomatoes for 2 meals, just do a ×2 next to it. You'll be fine. Obviously as well, bulk cooking, really beef out your meals with veg, beans, things like that. And then you can even pot some up, put it in the freezer, then you've got it for another night if you say you don't fancy cooking one day. But yeah, that is, I mean, that's how I try and save money anyways. You can change it up, obviously, with like your little pot. If you do it that way, then you can add things in, you can change things up. If you realise that maybe one of your new recipes you really don't like it, take it out of the pot, get rid of it, burn it. We don't want it. But hopefully this way you are gonna be able to try new recipes. You're gonna try and incorporate lots of healthy fruit and vegetables, or maybe just vegetables into your dinners. You can do this with lunch and breakfast as well, but I know a lot of people just have lots of sort of bog standard bread, cereal, toast, sandwiches, things like that for lunch and breakfast. But this is mainly a video for dinners. I'm really looking forward to seeing if this does help you out at all. If it does, then great. I'm really glad that I've helped you today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try and do a lot more of these videos. You know, saving money is great, especially now when no one has money. Everything's really expensive. Anyways, that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed. Hopefully it did help you out, and hopefully I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. By the way, it's sweltering today. Sweltering. And the children, it's 4 o'clock and I'm letting them nap. I don't even care. It's been one of them days.